Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode, what is this now? 5, 6? Let me check. I totally forgot to check the episode number. I'm losing count already. We're up to season 6, so a little bit of work was done off camera. Not much at all. I mainly just AFK'd. I wanted to get a bit of UU matter stored up. I think there should be, yep, another stack. So, we're doing really well in the UU stuff. We've up to 5 full stacks now, so I'm just gonna let that guy keep processing along. But I did go ahead and go out hunting for bees. And we have a bunch of these marbled princesses and drones, and then we got some wintry ones as well, along with some meadows, and I got a maroon drone. And I was really confused as to what it was, but it's actually just a mutation that I performed by accident. So this Valiant guy, if you breed him with a forest, I went and broke a forest hive, and I got a forest and a forest drone and a Valiant queen, and that combination will get you marooned. Over here we have some meadows that I've just been breeding. One of them's my Uber producer. I believe it was this guy. Yeah, at least he was my Uber producer. She, I should say. Um, I basically just made an age and went and explored it. I'll show you the age right now. It's nothing special. I just wanted to get some different bees without having to explore too far out in the overworld. I just went small biomes, forest, hell, jungle, ice plains, jungle, hills, marsh, plains, savanna, tundra, and then just pretty much standard on everything else. And then I threw in charge just to make sure that it wouldn't be too unstable if I wrote it wrong. So over here, we have some drones that I've been breeding up, and then we got our maroon guy. And I can go ahead and pull out my flora in a box and just show you really quickly that Valiant bees can go to maroon. And we can actually get all of these other bees as well. Valiant with tropicals and waters. And steadfast plus Valiant gives us heroic. And heroic bees can give us cocoa combs. But we can go for Roman bees. Those just give us those fairly quickly. And then we can go for classical bees. And those will give us some royal jelly. So lots of stuff that we can do with these bees. Just nothing, we're just kind of slowly teching through bees. I'd like to get a beealyzer up today, along with my, did I ever make a squeezer? I don't know that I did. I think is it in this chest? Yeah, thermometer fabricator, squeezer, centrifuge, that kind of stuff, just because it would be nice to get my bee products actually getting me some stuff, but that's going to require us setting up BC power gen again. Now I also did something off camera. You'll see we have a chest here, because I had to AFK for this as well, just because it took me a little while to get done. But if we come over here, I went to bed. Oh, we have our rubber that just finished up, and I have 21 carbon plates. You're probably all going, why do you have carbon plates for? Well, let's go find out. I totally forgot about this until just now, by the way. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna throw ourselves together some less breakable armor. I really love my diamond stuff, and it'll be cool to have for other things, but I kind of want to save it at the same time. So we're going to make ourselves a nano suit. And this will be really good stuff to have when we're fighting like really boss mobs. Same for this nano armor, but this stuff's just going to let us have some more flexibility, I guess, with what we want to do. So I'm just going to let this guy charge up. And we'll just hold on to the other stuff for right now. Just toss it on, I guess. Pull off our long fall boots, or you know what? Here, let me show you guys something. So the other reason that I did this, and I believe I can just put these in here for now. Or I better not. I mean, I do have a portal gun at my disposal, so I could get out, but let's just jump down here in our long fall boots. Plop. And if I go ahead and throw my nanosuit boots, these guys should let us get out. So I can now get rid of these iron boots. Let's go over to our red power chest and pull out our blue electric alloy furnace, and our battery box, and we'll go ahead and get we'll reclaim the iron. Because these things don't have any damage, so we can go ahead and just unsmelt them or uncraft them for 4 iron back, which is pretty nice. Nope, that's buildcraft. That's not red power, silly. My red power isn't labeled exceptionally well, but you know, it's there, it works. But yeah, so we're gonna have our nanosuit boots now, and then this kind of ties in with our advanced lat pack, because we're going to want to be able to have a more switchable middle armor piece. That protection 4 diamond kind of made me feel guilty when I took it off because it was so expensive. But nanosuit is relatively cheap, just a diamond per and a bunch of coal. It ends up being like 2 and a bit stack. Well, I think it's about 2.5 stacks or so. I mean, you can do the math. It's 8 per plate times 21 plates, so about 168 coal in total. So, you know, if we go ahead and take that over 64, about, yeah, 2.5 stacks or so, 2.6 stacks. So not bad. Um, I mean, considering I have coal for days, it was well worth the spending. I also, in the hell biome, I broke my looting sword, which was tragic. It died. It just went. But I did get some gas tears, so. The only things that we can use with these are regen potions, and we're going to need another one for our purifier, and that will be the only beam machine that we need to get. There used to be a few that required the nether star, but I'm pretty sure those got changed. I think they got changed. The supercharged gravity gun, the beacon, the inventory module, the miniature black hole, and the nuclear information panel are the only ones that need it. So we're lucking out. I'll get another gas tier and we'll be set. So now we have this guy, pull out our pants, and yeah, this will be nice. We'll be nice and armored up now. But I think I would like to set up maybe a little building. Let's check how much zirconium we have. We don't have a ton. Pretty low actually. Do I have any sulfur torches? I don't have any sulfur torches at all. That's sad. Okay, well, I'm thinking we might want to set up an enchanting room, and I'm not entirely sure where yet, so we're gonna hold off, and I'm just gonna run up to the other house, grab out our portal gun really quick, so I don't have to run or use my gun back. So go ahead and drop that there, and then we can just kind of charge off in this direction. I know, not entirely armored, but we'll throw on our long fall boots, and that should help a little bit. I'm hoping that I won't have to get this sword damaged. Unfortunately, that thing was enchanted well enough, and I'd repaired it enough, and I'd repaired it once already, to where I could not repair it a second time. So, pretty sad about that. It was a very nice sword, but that's okay. That is okay. Just gonna run up here and do a quick enchant. And I may reclaim this stuff up here. So I will definitely be staying on the Direwolf 20 server. No worries, guys. No restarts in the near future unless, for whatever reason, Valis is a dick and takes it down. I know, sorry, bad language, but to be honest, if you were to take it down right now, it would be very, very, very inconsiderate of the few people who still play on here. We were going to set up a solitary craft server, and that got done, but there is no basic components, so no universal electricity, and that was going to be the selling point for me changing servers. I was going to change servers and try and get my stuff back and then restart, but there is just no way. Vorpal 2, knockback 2. I can go for Vorpal. Vorpal's a nice enchant. Yeah. Alright, yeah, the portal gun's a little bit glitchy, but meh. That's okay. So we got a pretty nice sword enchant, but I mean not the best by any means, but it'll do. It'll do us. Keep our long fall boots maybe in this bag. I know we're getting terribly full there. The main reason I'm doing an ender chest instead of a canvas bag is because the ender chest is 100% safe. And I can just make more ender pouches, and maybe eventually I'll have enough ender pouches to where I need a bag for my ender pouches. That would honestly be kind of funny. So bees are doing their thing. Let's go out and check on them. See how these little guys are doing. So 3 there, nothing here. So this guy is no longer very special. 1 there, and then this is the one that I marked because it is a little bit different. So this guy's doing us well, but for now we're just kind of waiting on bees. Um, I was really hoping to get a tropical one, but unfortunately it didn't happen. Had it, I would have been rather ecstatic because I want to get some silky combs going, and tropical bees are fairly useful for all sorts of different things. So we're just gonna wait on this last bit of nanosuit to charge. He's all done. And now what we should be able to do is just go ahead and run over here, and no problems, just plop right down into this hole. A little bit of damage, quite a bit of energy loss, so I'll probably end up switching out my boots when I drop, just because, yeah, that was pretty expensive, energy-wise. What was that, about 20k? Yeah, about 20k. Well, no, that was like 10k, 10, 11k. Still though, very expensive for the little fault that I took. And this system is working out wonderfully. They have not kicked on, and my MFE is almost empty. So, I mean, I'm just 100% pleased with that setup. Aluminum, you aren't allowed to be in there. I need to find out what I want to put for this guy. I was thinking maybe we make a magmatic engine and stick it there. That could be pretty cool. But the Invar stuff is fairly expensive. So then I was like, well, maybe we just go for a steam engine from it. And that's just some copper and a redstone transmission coil. So let's go ahead and we'll just throw one of those together. I know it's a waste of resources, but let's be honest, we have resources to waste. So we're gonna need a couple, 3 pieces of redstone or so. And then a bit of copper. And then cobblestone and some wood. We're also going to need a quick piece of silver. So silver with redstone gives us our transmission coil, and then we're going to need 2 gears. I should be doing this in the project table, and my clicking is going to be a little bit slower than normal today, guys. I'm having issues. As I'm sure you have noticed. So, I didn't make my piston. And then we have a steam engine. So we're going to stick that guy there, and he looks pretty nice. Rotate him around. But that'll be our marker. It's not rendering the way it should, but it's okay. We'll know the difference between our buildcraft and our thermal expansion chests. And then this guy goes back in there. So today I am really not quite sure what I want to do. I was thinking maybe we could go for a bit of the quantum armor. But that stuff can only be charged in an MFSU, and well, we don't have one. No MFSU in this line yet. So maybe I'm going to take a quick minute off camera and we're gonna do it again. We're gonna yoink up all these machines. And I'm probably just going to say on that guy, I'm gonna change his conditional to redstone signal off, redstone signal on. So this guy shouldn't toggle. If he does, we're just not going to let him emit anything, and that will work wonderfully. So go ahead and grab out our prototype Omni wrench and let the yelling begin. I know you want to, so feel free. To yell at me for, wasting these precious EUs that I have an infinite number of. So what we're going to need is we're going to need an MV transformer right there, and then our MFE, and then our LV. And I can just shift right click that guy, and then I'll probably just run it under the ground and I'll start the machine line right here. So that should be pretty good, I would think. And then we can just mine a bit. And then this will be where it comes back up. Grab out our lumberjack. And our shovel. All right, so now we can go ahead and rerun that glass fiber cable, just like this. And I'm gonna have to go grab some more, but now we're just gonna need an MV transformer. And this guy will just be kind of a buffer. And so we're gonna need a couple of gold cables and a machine block for this guy. So 2, grab that, and a machine block. So it appears that my shift clicking is all working again today. But a couple of problems with shift clicking not working recently. And then we'll just place our MFSU right there. So let's go get, let's clean up our inventory really quick. So let's lay this out. So we're gonna go macerator, macerator, induction furnace, extractor, extractor, compressor, compressor, and then a couple of recyclers. So compressor, extractor, and then we'll just run our line. And that's that. Go ahead and we'll cobblestone this in to mark where we're gonna do it. And then we can just sandstone this bit. And that'll go there. And then maybe we'll put a piece of sandstone right here as well with a torch on. Nah, not necessary. It's fine. So that's that. Maybe I'll put a canning machine right here. Because canning machines are very useful, so we just need some tin. Yeah, we'll put a canning machine right there, I think. That'd be a nice addition to our machine line, and there's something that I don't use very often. Save us a little bit of cable as well. So just do, and then that goes there, and then we're gonna have 2 more machines right there. And then we'll run our recycler power lines right now. Okay, that's gonna be our nice machine line. Overkill, yes. Am I going to build Sorting machine, yes. Do I need these? No. Do I want them? Yes, so I'm going to have them. Shouldn't need my prototype bombing wrench. And I'm pretty sure I can just put the rest of this stuff away. So that's what I'm gonna do. So we're gonna need one right there, and yeah. So go into building materials, put those away, and then I can put my dirt and cobble away as well. So let the crafting begin. We're gonna need advanced machine block. That much I know. So we're gonna get 8 coal and a couple of advanced alloys. So, oh wait, we need 16 coal. Then we're gonna get our advanced alloys cooking. So 3 tin, 3 bronze, 3 refined iron. But I'm just gonna grab out a stack. And then we're gonna need some copper, and I should probably process some more in just a bit. But so tin, bronze, refined iron. And I just realized we don't have power yet. I should have done this before I took my machine line apart, but I do have a reserve. This is the reason we make these things, guys. Advanced lap pack, right there. So this will give us a bit of a kickstart, so to speak. That should be enough, 25k. And then we'll just chuck into compressor. You know what? I don't like that spot. I want those switched. Because the compressor is a more production machine and the extractor is not so much production. There we go. I know I just wasted EU, but bug someone else. So it looks like we're going to need a couple of machine blocks. And we're going to need a bunch of circuits here in just a bit. So we have our copper, our refined iron. We're going to need some redstone and a bit of lapis and some glowstone. We might need more redstone, but we'll see. Oh, and we're going to need about that much of that. And yes, we are going to need more redstone. So the inventory is nice and cluttered, which is awesome. But we're going to declutter it by using a project table. So first things first, we're going to need those 4 gold cables, or 4 of them. It's time for the MFE. So go ahead and make up, we'll just make up all of these. And then place 4 around it. I think that's where the cables go, but I could be wrong. In fact, I know that's where the cables go, because I've made this recipe probably at least 20 to 30 times. And then, so we're going to need 2 circuits per. So we're going to need 12, 13 circuits. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. That's 10. 11, 12, 13. One of them needs to be advanced. And the rest of them can go towards making these guys. And then we'll go ahead and clean up the rest of this junk. Put it all away. Okay, so I didn't even use quite a stack of redstone. That's okay. Toss our rubber in. And advanced alloys are done, but I totally forgot about our other guys. These guys. Two carbon fiber mesh thingies. Toss those in there. So the cool thing about the way this is going to be is as soon as I place this MFSU, we should see everything turn on, all these generators, and start filling it and the MFE. Of course, I'm going to suck some energy back up with my advanced slap pack, but that's okay. We'll go ahead and say a redstone signal. Neither of those are true right now because there's no capacitor for it to check. So the rest of this is fairly straightforward. Go ahead and throw that in there and let it suck up the residual. And almost there, guys. Almost there. MFSU. Here we come. Ta-da! Just too much. That's right. 10 million EU in this guy. So it's normally a very, very worthwhile upgrade, and in this case it is. So that just kicked on. All of our generators are producing, and this guy is getting in. Not what he could take by any means, but you know, he's powering up. Where all of this EU is going, I don't know. Are we having issues under here? We shouldn't be. I'm thinking this guy might be getting inverted, which is not what we want. So, well, it's going to be a bit of an ugly fix. So I'm going to go grab some stone bricks. But I think we're going to have to, yeah. This isn't what I want to do, but I don't think I have much of a choice. Because I'm pretty sure what's happening is our redstone signal is powering our MFSU, this guy, and making him not, and then he is powering this guy indirectly, which wasn't happening with our bat box. So it's confusing to me. Let's try maybe now. MFE goes like this. And then he receives. And I don't need to make a big mess. Okay, cool. For whatever reason, he just got a little stuck. Maybe, oh, what's going on? Uh-oh. We're having problems. There. Ooh. So until this guy is full. Because this guy keeps emptying. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to tell him to do not output energy if there's a redstone signal. Or actually, I'm going to tell him to do not output energy unless full, or do nothing. We'll just hold, and we'll let this guy drain. Okay, so now that he's drained, we can flip this guy on. So basically the rule of thumb here is to try to keep this buffer MFSU with energy in it. If this proves to become too much of a hassle, I might rework this a bit and just set till it, well, I might just end up removing that MFSU. That's what might end up happening. It might need to just go, the MFE, and then I might just double up the MFSUs and have them be in sync, because that would be okay. I don't think we'll ever have enough machines running to top 16 generators, so 160 EU per tick. I don't think I could, unless I overclock the crap out of them. And this guy can take energy now. Okay, so just a little bit of an issue. If any of you have some advice on what I might be able to do to fix that, please do voice. Because I'm not 100% on what I might need to do to fix that. And it might be something really simple that I'm just not thinking of right now. But this guy is. Yeah, kind of irritating. Oh well. Suck the rest of this energy into my advanced lap pack so that we can. Dang. This guy only holds what? Yeah, 1,000,000, I think. 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, he only holds 1,000,000. So, I mean, when this thing hits, oh, that's because I'm only hitting 100,000, and this thing needs like 200,000 more. That's why. I'm not counting correctly. My bad. You guys are probably like, you dummy. It's because it's not even close to full. All right, so for those of you who don't know, I'm going to show you something, and it's just something that I got by perchance. Someone just threw it at me while I was getting my flora in a box. They threw me this imprinter, and you've seen it for a while in here. But for those of you who are familiar with what it does, it's pretty cool, and for those of you who aren't, I'm going to show you. I won't be using it unless I have done everything I possibly can to get a strain, and I'm just not getting it. Then I might pull it out, and even then I'm still exceptionally hesitant because it's more fun to breed your bees manually. So we have these guys. Ooh, these guys are different. I'm going to hold off on rebreeding some of these guys for a bit. But if we take our Meadows drone, for instance, um, and we put him in our imprinter, what I can do is I can assign the genome. So let's say that I want to go, if I'm in a creative world, for instance, and I want to have ender bees just to like blow the crap out of players as they come in, I could set that up. But what's cool is you can set up your crazy awesome bees. You could go for like radioactive or nuclear, radioactive being the best there, of course. And I think maybe nuclear is, I don't know. But you can set up all of these guys and you could just say, I want this kind of bees. And of course it says you cheater because it instantly will change your drone to that. So if I want to get, let's say, we'll go for a caffeine bee. Caffeine. Or, I don't know. We'll go for corroded. That sounds kind of cool. corroded. I can go ahead and I can just put this guy in. And when I click on him, he gets changed. So it's just kind of nice if you want to do that. So instead of teching through bees, you can just do that. Of course, I'm going to put him back in there and change him back into a meadows. And I don't know if he'll be compatible with here anymore. He isn't. So this is probably a bee that is just default traits. So I'm just going to let him despawn. But that's what the imprinter does. So you can do some pretty nice stuff with that, but not going to be using it. Nope. Up to 11 UU again. So if I wanted to, I could change these wintry guys around. And that might be something that I consider doing. I doubt it, because I think you can actually get some really cool stuff from wintry bees. But we're definitely going to need a... how do I put this? We're going to need a crap ton. An absolute crap ton of MJ for some of this stuff to work. So yeah, it's going to be kind of a miserable process, to be honest. We're gonna need, I'm gonna need to up my MJ production by just almost an astronomical scale, and I'm not sure how I want to do that yet. I'm debating. I'm thinking I'm probably gonna end up going for biomass first, because I can just run it off a tree farm or whatever. But at the same time, I'm also thinking I might go for a cart. Just go for a modular cart with a woodcutter attachment built in. This guy right here. So woodcutting core, any of the saplings around an advanced PCB, and then you just put that in there, and you put a few other attachments in, and that does its job quite nicely. So I'm debating on a few things. I would like to do that, but I don't know. We'll find out. But for now, I'm gonna actually check the record time. I'm sure another half an hour has gone by, because these episodes really do just fly. I talk a lot, and then I do a few things, and then bam, episode's over. But as you can see, this guy's about half full. We have a full one in there, but what we're going to make is we're going to make the acclimatizer, this guy. And what this is going to let us do is it's going to let us use some MJ and some lava, water, ice, or sand, I believe. I think those are the four materials. And we can acclimatize the bee to our exact specifications. So I can basically take those wintry ones, and we can check right here. Temperature is normal, and humidity is normal. We can take those icy bees and we can make their temperature tolerance normal, and we can make their humidity tolerance normal. And then they'll be able to work here and get us what we want. So that could be pretty cool, I think. We're also going to get working on a sorting system fairly soon. And maybe make an age and set up a quarry and just use ender chests. So not completely sure what's going to happen there yet. But for now, I'm going to sign off, guys. I hope you enjoyed this episode. As always, have a nice day. Take it easy. And next time, expect us to maybe get working with some engines. Sorting wood engine. I don't know what that does. But engine. Oh, cool. That got all updated. What? That's funny. That shouldn't be like that, I don't think. That's a container. Okay, so I don't think you can actually make this. Aluminum can. Oh. So, that might be bugged. Because if I'm looking at it, 20k EU at 20 EU per tick in the geothermal, or 50k EU in the generator. That shouldn't be like that, I don't think. Yeah, I don't think so. Because these things shouldn't be able to take lava, ever. That's okay though, we're probably going to end up going with maybe some combustion engines. Probably some biogas engines, and if I get really crazy, feeling awesome, maybe we'll go nuts with some blue electric engines and set up a wind tower. And really pump out the MJs. But I'm thinking for now, probably just some biogas running on biomass, which is a pretty easy thing to set up, and we'll maybe do a multi-farm made from stone bricks. So these recipes still not in any AI, but I do know how to make them now. They're pretty simple. And for now, guys, I'm gonna sign off, and have a nice day. Take it easy.